really common kind of art form. This is a floor, and this is a floor. What's it made of?
Tile.
Say it again?
Tile.
Tile. Very small tiles. What's the name? What's the technical name for a picture made of very, very small tiles?
A mosaic.
Mosaic. And so mosaic floors are all over the Mediterranean. Everywhere that Rome settled, everywhere the Roman Empire existed. And the word Mediterranean, what's Mediterranean mean? What does Mediterra mean? Middle Earth. The Roman Empire was all the way around the Mediterranean Sea, and so they called it the sea in the middle. Does that make sense? The middle of the earth. And all around the Mediterranean, North Africa, Palestine, Turkey, Italy, Greece, Spain, you'll find Roman houses that have fallen down. And the floors are the thing that's the last to go. The walls fall down on the floors, it kind of protects the floors, and so people can't get down to steal them. But also, tiles are made of little pieces of stone. This is red stone and kind of beige stone, and like a darker beige with black stone. These are all stones which are inedible to germs and to mosquitoes and to worms, right? So the house, which is made of wood and bricks, falls down, the wood gets rotten, the house burns, whatever. The floor does not get destroyed. And so we find floors like this all over the Mediterranean. So people live, this is what they had instead of rugs. They might put a rug on top of it, but in general, this pattern is an abstract pattern. It looks kind of like Batman, but I don't think it's meant to look like a bat. It's just a shape. And the picture up top is an abstract design, but it actually looks kind of like a maze that you're looking down into, right? Like the walls, like a rat maze. So this is a little more, this is kind of, it's pretty, but this is kind of more interesting because it looks more three-dimensional, right? This is a pair of jewelry, a pair of earrings from ancient Rome. What's the material it's made of?
Gold.
So why is gold precious?
Expensive. It's shiny.
It's expensive, it's shiny, silver shiny. You can polish up iron, it's shiny. Bronze, it's shiny.
It's a soft metal.
It's a soft metal, it makes jewelry easily, and it doesn't rust. Iron turns to brown rust, silver goes black like my ring, copper gets brown or green, whatever. But gold is the one metal that never rusts. It's called a noble metal, meaning that, hey, I'm incorruptible. By the way, a symbol of sainthood in the Middle Ages and in any culture is a body that does not rot. That's why the Egyptians mummified their bodies, because it made their kings live forever, if you will. Die forever, last forever, if you will. And gold is precious because it's incorruptible. It's a symbol of eternity because it lasts forever. And so these little earrings look kind of like an ear of corn with leaves growing out of it, right? There's a little bit of enamel stuck in the leaf parts, which is kind of greenish or bluish. But this was somebody's earrings, and they're nicely made. The gold is shiny. It says also, I'm wealthy, because gold's rare enough and it costs a lot. And this is probably one of the more interesting than this, because it literally looks like something we know. An ear of barley, or an ear of wheat, or an ear of corn, whatever. And this looks like something we recognize, a three-dimensional maze shape. And what about this? Does that work, Mark? Answer. Everything I showed you will work. Basically, everything that I made by human beings has an art asset, an art feature. Even if you say, oh, it's a gravestone, actually. It's really just a sign. But it's not just a sign. Somebody had to carve that sign in stone. And although the letters look kind of funky, right? All those O's lean exactly the same way to the left, right? And those S's lean a little bit to the right. This is an artist who's very consistent, which means that he is practiced. And as a calligrapher, this is not the best piece of Roman calligraphy that exists, but it's pretty nice. So this art interests you. If you go to a museum and you see something like this, you're going to be interested in it for about 4 minutes.